Okay, now let's tram in the head, and I saw someone doing that with the very nice, twist in the method, and I just want to show that. So, first of all, I'm looking here on this very rough veneer scale, and what I can see is that the head is obviously tilted a little bit away from me. So first thing would be these screws here are loosely tightened, I would call it. So we can try to adjust it with some taps. Obviously, the whole table setup is locked. All three ways are clamped, and now it looks pretty good here. And I will now engage the dial indicator here just teeny tiny bit so that it comes down to the okay, so that comes down to 0 here. Spindle is neutral. Table surface is wiped and stoned. So I can now swing it over to the other side. And it looks already pretty good because the scale is actually pretty good to bring it down. So on the other side here, it looks like 4/100ths of a millimeter. So the nice thing is now I just go back where I was and try to move the head about half the way the dial was showing, which is actually a nice method where you don't have to think. Now I zero it out again and flip it over to the other side. This here is sitting in a 12er collet. Well, it's still 1/100th of a millimeter higher here on this side and on the other side. So let's look at it properly. Yeah, it needs a very, very light touch. A little more. That looks good. Now we zero it out again. Which is not so simple. Okay, perfectly on 0. Flip it over and now it should be really good. Yeah, spot on. Let me get the camera. It's nearly on the spot. I would call this probably, I don't know. Yeah, it is practically 0. Very nice. So now tightening the bolts and a cross pattern, and we're good to go.